So I want to introduce to you from AM Films, Anthony Marciano and Laura, his wife. And it's great to have them on here today. And their videography is what they do. So Anthony or Laura, I'm not sure which one. I'm sure it's going to be a little tag team here tonight. You know, how did you, when did you start your business and how did you start your business?
Well, we're going on 6 years now, and I mean, if we want to go way back, I was working at a job where it was just a job, and I wasn't really doing anything that I was passionate about. And I just looked around for like on Craigslist, and I saw an ad for a videographer. So it was with a local wedding company here in Baltimore. And after working with them for a little bit, I liked what I was doing, but I wanted to do it in my own way, and I knew that I could do it differently and to kind of tell a different story and to bring out more of that love and the passion between these couples than the work we were doing. So it's been going on 6 years, and I've been doing this now full time. And anything you want to add to that?
And I personally did not have a lot of experience at all in terms of wedding videography. I've always kind of been what I call the pocket planner for a lot of my friends because I'm a very organized person.
Yep.
And then when he said he was interested in doing this and starting his own brand, I was like, all right, yeah, let's do this. And so he basically taught me everything I know about wedding videography. And one of the things that our couples say is really interesting is, while of course I think having a wedding planner or a day of coordinator is very valuable and helps the day along, if they don't, I tend to end up kind of being like, okay, I'm in my videographer role right now, but I'm also going to make sure we stick to the timeline. So I'm a pocket planner as well.
And I mean, that's a thing that could be said about any wedding, is just making sure that everything goes to plan and the trains run on time is, very important key element to any event, not even just limited to a wedding. So it's always good to have somebody like that.
Yeah, so that's sort of like an add-on service that you're doing for your clients. Go ahead.
Yeah, there was one time where she actually sewed a groom's pants because they apparently just split open, and we have a sewing kit because we like to be prepared for anything. So, I can't do that sort of thing, but I have the kit, so if somebody can, they can take care of it. Because there's always stuff like that on a wedding day that pops up that you don't think about, and it's just about having a good team of vendors who's going to be prepared for anything that can happen, basically.
That's pretty neat. So if a bridegroom call you, mother, whoever in the world it is that's calling you, what type of prep work are you doing? Do they do before you actually, get to the wedding and that type of thing? How do you help them through that? What does that look like?
For all of our couples, we send out a timeline document. So they fill that out as far in advance as they can, and we help them develop that because obviously we do this every weekend. The couples likely have not done this before, so they don't always realize how long certain things take. So we'll work with them to help develop the timeline. Sometimes we've helped provide items for them, like if couples decide they want to do a sparkler send-off, we have a contact, and so we can get them those sparklers at a cheaper rate than what they can typically do online. And we do lots of phone calls or FaceTimes. We do in-person meetings just to kind of talk about our style of videography and looking at, okay, well, what is their vision for the day and what can we do to help support that?
Oh, that's pretty cool. So the sparklers, that's like a little thing that makes you unique. So you have connections and will put things together to fill the gaps if needed.
Absolutely. And I love the way that stuff films at night. It just looks so beautiful. And I would say for anybody watching that is interested in the sparkler send-off, however much difference it is, get the longer ones. I think they're 36 inches.
It's worth it.
It is, and also you do not want to try and light those at the end of the night with a little Bic lighter. Get yourself like a little butane like blowtorch, cooking torch, something like that, that's going to light much better.
Which we actually have those. And if we know that they're doing a sparkler send off, we bring our little blow torches, and it helps everybody get things going on a much more efficient basis. So we don't have, somebody down there, theirs was lit 2 minutes ago and it's going to go out sooner, because people don't realize it actually takes a lot of work to light these great big sparklers. They don't actually realize that. Because again,
that's for sure.
So.
I've been known to have some fireworks shows, so my family probably has scars from it. My neighbors too, for that. So when you're doing, when you're videoing a wedding, is there normally multiple cameras working at the same time? Is that typical? What's going on?
Absolutely. With video, it's all about coverage. So you want to make sure for the ceremony per se, you have your bride angle covered, and you have your groom angle covered. You have, maybe something where you're looking at the parents, or you have a wider shot in the back, and you definitely want to cover all of those, check all those boxes off the list, because it's not just about, okay, well, the bride's filming, I'm going to have my camera here, then move to the groom. It's about a conversation between these two people, and you need to be able to cut back and forth, much like any interview or anything that you would see in a TV production or a movie. So, it's all about making sure that all those necessary angles are covered, plus having a few extra creative ones in there just to kind of jazz it up a little bit. But yeah, it's all about the coverage. So we use at least 4 cameras for a ceremony. There'll be certain events in the day where we might be running up to 6 cameras. So it's just, every wedding is different, so it all just depends. But we definitely want to be prepared for any kind of situation that we're going to get into.
So, and we also, during the ceremony, we also use little CIA type headsets, so that we can communicate with each other, because that's really important. Let's say there's a reading or something, we don't want to both pan to the reader and then not have a good shot of the couple or something. So we actually communicate very, very quietly during the ceremony, so that we can make sure it's easier in the editing process, that we're not then dealing with trying to fill gaps or holes.
Oh yeah, and speaking of during editing, when I'm watching a ceremony, one of my favorite things is when you have one of these really great couples, and it's like they're having a conversation between each other with their eyes and their facial expressions. And you got to have both of those angles to make that sort of stuff happen. And when the bride and groom, they see that video later on, it's just going to bring them back to that day.
That's pretty cool. You're really storytellers. That's really what you are. You're taking stuff and putting it together and really telling a story.
We have a dog scratching at the door. Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. I didn't even hear.
Gonna let him in, or are we gonna put him in a different room? Okay.
He's camera ready. He just got a haircut.
Yeah. So this is the dog.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to be in the meeting though. So let's put him down. Okay. So sorry. He's gonna jump up though.
That's okay.
That's all right. Who cares? Okay. You know what? I mean, this thing is.
It's live. It's real. It's
live, real.
It's life as it happens.
Right. Who knows? People may love that kind of dog. You don't know what's going to happen with this thing. So.
Exactly.
That's for sure. So tell me about what area, geographic area do you serve?
We'll do some wedding events or other events actually. Up in York, Pennsylvania, and down to Baltimore, down to DC. We've been pretty far up in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia,
And
Eastern Shore, do you go, have you been over on the Eastern Shore as well? I know we're going to have viewers from there as well.
Yeah,
okay.
We consider that a destination wedding for us, actually. It seems like every season we'll get at least, maybe 2-3 Eastern Shore weddings that are out that way, or like an Ocean City one.
And we also will travel anywhere. Just about 2 months ago, we were down in North Carolina for a wedding.
Yeah.
We've gone to Illinois. We've gone to Michigan. So pretty much we will have gear, we'll travel. So there's not really a geographic limitation to what we will offer.
Okay, well, that's great. Well, I know you got a demo here right now, so we're going to take a look at the demo. Let everybody see your work. It's really good. I've seen, So I'm excited for them to see it. So we're going to roll that now. We'll come back and close out.
And we could not have asked for better people to do our wedding video.
I hands down would recommend. They've been great.
And we're super happy that we decided to hire a videographer, and an outstanding one with AM Films.
Oh, wow.
When we got the video a month or two ago.
Yeah, and I mean, the initial reaction for me, of course, was emotional. I cried. That between the music that they had in the background and capturing literally every single special moment.
You did.
I mean, even the length of the video, it was like 18 minutes long.
Yeah, 18 to 20 minutes long.
It was one of the best decisions that we made for the wedding when we were looking at vendors.
Reliving your wedding vows, listening to the speeches, taking in the first dance, hearing the laughter, seeing the tears make it very special.
We have a beautiful collection of the whole wedding to be able to remember and rewatch, and we try to do that every anniversary.
I'm so glad that we went with them for our video, for our wedding, to rewatch years from now, and we couldn't be more happy with the experience with them.
Hi, I'm Anthony Marciano, and this is my wife Laura. I'm a wedding videographer based out of Baltimore, Maryland, but we do travel all over the U.S. for events. I've had the pleasure of being able to do this full-time for almost 6 years now, and in that time I've worked with so many great couples.
We feel that a wedding film is a marvelous way to capture those precious memories and allow you to relive those special moments again and again.
Weddings are a truly special day, and you'll want to pass that memory down through your family. I believe that planning a wedding should be as simple and stress-free as possible.
We take a simple approach to creating a gorgeous cinematic wedding film.
They not only sent us the video, they have a DVD, they offer a Blu-ray, they made a cover for our DVD. I mean, it's just like, once you thought they were done, they went above and beyond again.
Very accommodating.
We have nothing but good things to say about Anthony and Laura. They truly made our day so special. Working with them was so easy. I mean, they were understanding, they were compassionate.
We're so accommodating and fun, and the focus was still on the couple and getting what their priorities were out of their wedding day and what they wanted captured.
I am so grateful that we hired a videographer, especially Anthony and AM Films, who did a fantastic job.
I think we watched it 4 or 5 times the first night. We had to call her parents and call my parents and watch it with all the parents and the siblings, and then we watched it ourselves a few times. And the timeline and the schedule and communicated, and we're so professional. And really, I think before, particularly the before pictures, they operated that entire thing extremely smooth.
We would love the opportunity to connect with you regarding your wedding film.
Come check out the work on my website. It is amfilms.com. I'm also on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
So, Anthony, Laura, that was incredible footage. I mean, I really enjoyed that. As we close out here, maybe just tell people on, why should they choose AM Films for their next wedding?
We're very passionate about what we do, and we really like showing the love story between two people. No two couples are alike, so you know, all the work, although similar, it just each one tells the story of that couple, and you know, we're just trying to catch that lightning in a bottle on the day of and just make it all happen.
Mhm. And we like to say that we specialize in cinematic wedding films because it's something where we do want to make sure that we're telling that love story. And it's not limited just to, okay, well, here is your 1-minute teaser video.
Oh, well,
Here.
yeah, we do that within 1 week of the wedding. So,
Mhm.
you know, a few days after, you know, they will already be able to have
Right.
a produced teaser video that they'll be able to share with their friends and be like, oh my gosh, the rest is coming, but look at this.
Mhm. And
So
That's really nice.
we can do a 5-minute highlight video. We can do an hour-and-a-half documentary edit if that's what people want. And we also are, let's see, what was I going to say?
You can do so much in the editing, and that's the beauty of what we do is, you know, we're shooting like for that coverage that I mentioned before, where you're just shooting everything, but how it comes out, how the film is made is really, it's made in the editing.
Mm-hmm.
So because just the nature of the business and what we do and the art form we're working on in, you can make, like we said, a minute-long video up to an hour-and-a-half long documentary. So that's what I love about what I do is you just have so many options available.
Yeah, that's great. Well, we're going to put on the screen how to contact you, but why don't you tell them how to contact you?
You can contact us through our social media pages. We're on Facebook. You can send me an email at anthony@amfilms.com. It's just my initials.
All right, that's good. Well, listen, it's been great having you on today. It's been a blast getting to know you, and thanks for participating in the Best 10 Days to Marriage.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we had a great time. This was a lot of fun.
Thank
Okay.
you.